Louis XIV, born on 5th September 1638 in France, died on 1st September 1715, Palace of Versailles in France. Louis XIV said, "What is good for me is good for France." Louis XIV, known as Louis the Great, Louis le Grand, or the Sun King Leopold, was King of France from 14th May 1643 until his death in 1715. His reign of 72 years and 110 days is the longest recorded of any monarch of a sovereign country in Europe in history. Louis XIV's France was emblematic of the age of absolutism in Europe. Louis XIV said, "What is good for me is good for France." Yes, good. The day Louis decided that he is going to be the emperor or is the emperor, he decided that every one moment I should act like a leader. I should move with the people. I should keep my feet in their shoes. And I and they are one. To make sure that I and they are one, I cannot take their weakness. I have to prove my strength so powerfully. I cannot allow a smallest dirt to penetrate into our palace, into my body, into my mind. I have to make sure flowing water is fresh water, stagnant water stinks. And he did it to the extremes of his power to make sure that is only good. Cleanliness next to godliness. And he made sure the strength is that powerful, not even a smallest space for the water to enter to destroy the whole building. He made sure when the workers are mixing up the cement, he was with them to make sure the building is very, very strong, and he knew the in and out of that particular building. And then he tried to put his feet into their feet and found out there was a mistake. He corrected them with love. Love to move mountains. Yes, you speak love. You show love. Yes, love through discipline, not through the friendship. Most of the parents are thinking, I'll be very friendly with my children. Yes, you can be friendly only if they pass through two stages. Mountains are mountains, rivers are rivers, valleys are valleys in the beginning for children to shout and jump and when they are a baby. After that, mountains are no more mountains, rivers are no more rivers, valleys are no more valleys. Father and child, mother and child, no friendship. Shut your bloody mouth and listen to me. Trim the unnecessary branches which is going to Bangladesh, Pakistan and other places. Trim them properly. Let the bark go proper in a beautiful one tree, one beautiful, powerful tree. Once the bark is strong, the roots go so deep down for him to stand tall. Once his roots are deep down and standing tall, then you remove. Mountains are no more rivers are no more rivers. Valleys are no more valleys. You remove that and again mountains are mountain. Again you can have a bear hug. Embrace that hug. Then leave it. Then it stands strong. Without these two stages, you rush up and say, I'm friendly with my child, I'm friendly with my child. You do not even allow the child to respect you, to touch your feet. Touch the feet in the sense, the snow falls onto the bamboo shoot. And the bamboo shoot bows to the weight of the snow. And the snow is out and the bamboo shoot is back to position. That's the secret of our school. The child should know when she's an elder, the child should bow. Elders' weight, power, love, affection, everything falls onto the bamboo shoot. The child is a bamboo shoot, junior. And the junior bows prostrate to the feet of the father and mother, grandfather, grandmother, and to the elders. And once they give the blessing, once the elders' power is entered into you, you can come back. The bamboo shoot is back to position. That is the build-up which Louis XIV has understood. He made sure that everybody does it and he has to do it. And for the children to do it, the parents must also do it. Parents must make sure they give bath to the children. Even in our Indian villages, even the grown-up girls and boys also, they won't allow for them to take bath. They will go and scrub their back, clean their head. Every part of the body to look is very important. We do not know when a dangerous enters the body, skin disease. When a foreign matters enters, we do not know. In Western countries, they take baths together in a tub. But India now has covered every part of the body, except the face, a lot of color and painting. And the body is very ugly. The body should be very, very strong. Every day, not once a week, every day, make sure you have a weighing machine which talks about your weight and your skeletal muscle, everything, and so that you know unnecessary fat is not there. Subcutaneous fat and this fat, all these things are avoided, and you cut them down. What you wanted for a height and weight, only maintain it. So you know another robber has not entered into my house. When you allow that body robber into house, do not think it is possible to chase him out. First work hard. Same you can see on other people also. That's what Louis XIV was trying to make it, and he was the longest serving. He proved 72 years to sit in the throne. On one side war, one side peace, one side love. Everything is happening. It's not easy. Just you give love and war is happening on the other side. Yes, war will come to take your child, take your property. You have to be very strong. How would you say my child is friendly, and everything you give to the child? You wrote all your property to child, and then you turn around. Child itself is not. Child has become an enemy to you. He has sold your property, dragged you to your old age home. Do not have time even to sit with you, to talk to you, to give love to you. Same on the Guru Shastra. The child do not keep in touch with the Guru Shastra. That is where he got his jnana. So every one rupee what he makes, at least one person he should give to the Guru Shastra, 1 person to the house. Out of $100, $1 to the schools where he came from to his Guru, 1 to his family is very, very, that has not been done. You must keep aside, then only they spend it, yes. Every child has been taught like that from childhood. But now it is not to be seen. They only know to bark back, to scream back. Is that the payment back, Guru Dakshina? When that you allow the child to talk against a teacher, against an elder, he'll talk against you also. Louis XIV said, what is good for me is good for France. Yes, good for the whole country, France, whole world. Yes. But how to make yourself good? What is good for me? What is good for your body? You know what you eat. That is what have to go to the whole country. You know what is it. You have to know. You have to become a doctor. You don't have to go to the universities to become a doctor. By your practice, you know what protein, what carbohydrates go inside. Not only go inside, after going inside, you have to find how much calories you burned out. Your measurement is very important. Don't you measure your money? If you know to measure your money, you can measure your body. If you don't measure your money, you can measure your mind also. Mind is going somewhere, this side or that side. When your money is to be kept in the bank, money is to be kept in the purse. The mind is going this side and that side. You know the money is in the hand, it is going this side and that side. That means you are a madman. So Louis XIV understood what is good for me is good for the France. He made sure it's very strong. He proved it very strong. You can prove it. Yes, very strong. Then your house is strong. This body house is very strong. Then the children will also respect. When a war comes also, you know, it is not possible for them to just ask you to write your property, take your money and then dump it. Take your money for the college and then don't study in the college. Take your money for the school and don't study in the school. All that is connecting link. You are allowing an enemy to enter. Let your child don't become an enemy to you. And children also make sure it is your mind. If you know to misuse your parents, tomorrow somebody else will misuse you. Hence, when Louis XIV was there, it stood longest. Now, they can be dragged. People are dragged by those who are watching the TV serials, those who are watching the films. We know every 5 seconds, the director makes sure the screen, what do you call this, slide changes, chuck, 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 chuck changes. People's mind are like that. You can buy those people. Do not go with those people. Yes. Even in Japan, they say they'll keep only 4 friends who can stay with. Only 4, not more than the 4. More than 4 is difficult to manage. That 4 also doesn't commit a single mistake. You should be so pure in the heart and body and work with you with your mind. Then you can stabilize together. Louis XIV said, what is good for me is good for France. Watch what is good for you, so that you become an example for your children and the people surrounding. Then your family becomes strong. Then it becomes a joint family. Then the family tree is strong. This is what our struggle for the last 165 short discourse without a break. I could prove it without a break. Not a single day I stopped talking. Single day. In this time, every day I brought out a new thing. Just to tell you, the new thing what I'm bringing out is not to force something into you. I'm only singing a song of love, telling that I am in love with you. I am in love. Yes, God has sent me to love you. I am here to love you. My love can move mountains. Love can move oceans. Mountains of problems can be moved. Mountains of oceans of problems can be moved. And then only the nectar. I am removing the dirt. I come here to remove the dirt. Together we can wipe out more tears and bring down hunger. This is my 166th short discourse.